Sometimes after spiritual awakening, you feel like you've completely lost your motivation. The things you used to love, the goals you used to chase, they feel hollow and empty inside. And it can be confusing. It can be scary at the same time. It might feel like depression. It might feel like boredom, fatigue, maybe feeling numb. And in that empty space, your old self tries to come back because it's what feels familiar. You say to yourself, maybe I can do the stuff I used to do to entertain myself, to try to escape this empty feeling inside. You might even put a label on it to try to make sense of it, what you're feeling as a boring life. But it's not. It's a real phase. The old ways are dying off. The old ways. Rest in peace. But there's a difference here. It isn't just aging or evolving as we all do. As we grow, we learn, we have certain experience. This is more spiritual transformation. And I hope to bring some clarity to you in this moment that we're sharing together on why you feel unmotivated after awakening. Before awakening, our motivation was often rooted or driven by fear. Fear of being unworthy, fear of being unseen, fear of missing out, fear of not getting anywhere in life, fear you haven't become anything. The old self chased approval, titles, recognition, but awakening, it exposes those illusions. The realization you were chasing joy. Oh, wow. I don't know what that was. This realization that you're not chasing joy, you're chasing relief from having to survive your own life. And when the truth lands, the old motivation just dies. And all that's left is quiet. This quiet can feel like a breakdown. It can feel like you're just unmotivated to do anything. But sometimes we have to break down before we break through, if that makes sense. It's part of the spiritual shedding. You might feel unmotivated, like, what's the point anymore? But it's not laziness, it's emptiness that you are not used to. You're being rebuilt from the inside out. I'll share something with you that's, maybe I need to share it. I taught aerobics for 15 years of my life, and exercise is beneficial for the body. But it's not the tabernacle for your soul, if that makes sense. Spiritual discipline matters more now after awakening. For most of us, we need that stimulation. We need to do something to take us away. It's almost like an escape from your normal situation. Sometimes we just need to do something different, and that's okay. And so we develop these things for ourselves to do them. But what I've realized is that through the years, you develop this habit of, and it's not a bad habit, it might be a healthy habit, and you develop it just to give you a break from your normal life. You know, for a lot of people teaching aerobics for 15 years, that's what I saw. When people came into my class, they were looking for an escape from their normal life. But exercise is beneficial for the body. But spiritual discipline matters more. And I don't know, maybe someone needs to hear that because you're going through your spiritual awakening journey, the beginning of it, and you feel like you've lost all motivation and you've lost even your motivation to go to the gym. It's okay. The old mindset, the old habits, they're falling away. The things we did to keep us motivated, to keep our minds in check. You've lost motivation for those too. You're not losing yourself. You're losing the false layers. And slowly, you're finding your truth. When I went through this, people asked me, "Are you okay?" At that point, I didn't know how to answer because I didn't know what was happening. I just knew that things were changing for me on the inside. Because something deep was shifting, but I didn't have the words for it. I lost the desire to be around certain people, not because they were bad, but because I no longer belong in those spaces. Even the dreams, do you know those dreams you fought so hard to accomplish? They didn't pull me anymore. I didn't have a pull for it. That made me feel unmotivated, maybe without a purpose. The human condition is that we always need to be busy. Our minds need to be working. And I think I felt this emptiness, this feeling I wasn't motivated to do anything. And there was nothing left for me to hold on to. This awakening journey, it requires surrendering. It requires surrender. Some things I let go of easily, others, like old beliefs, traditions, cultural narratives, those took time, but eventually they fall away. And when this happens, life got quiet. No more distractions, no more pretending, just silence. And in the beginning, I was afraid of that silence. All my life, I've been running away from this silence. And it wasn't a sadness, it wasn't depression. At one point, the mind was telling me, this is depression. This is sadness. Because to make sense of what we're feeling, most of the times we label what we're feeling. But this is soul transformation. And in soul transformation, inner transformation, it needs stillness. Have you ever thought about that? How when we go through inner transformation, everything around us becomes quiet so we can bring our attention inwards. After awakening, you no longer chase the need to be somebody. You don't crave approval. There's no need to perform anymore. You begin to see what's real. And within yourself, you don't want to be pretending or performing anymore. I could sit in a crowded room in total silence and still feel whole. Before my awakening journey, that's not what I felt. I felt like I needed to be a part of something. I needed to attach myself to something to feel whole. The ego, your old motivator, is dissolving. And that's why it feels like you're losing all motivation to do anything. When the ego dissolves, there is this gap. There's a strange stillness there. It's unfamiliar, but it's sacred. It's holy. It's not that you've stopped caring. It's that your soul is realigning. You're remembering who you are. The job you once struggled to even get the job may not matter anymore. I went through that. Friendships, like I said, they feel heavy now. You might not even want to wake up and jump into the hustle. Yeah. You might not want to work anymore. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. That feeling, once you begin to awaken. But it's rebirth. If I should have a word for it, it's rebirth. This is healing. You're falling inwards, shedding who you were. You're not losing yourself. You're just shedding who you're not, if that makes sense. Spiritual awakening will remove the motivation to do the things that no longer aligns with you. Not to confuse you, but to show you what's really inside. That inner peace that flows from within, that no one can give it to you. You have to recognize that, discover it, remember it on the inside. It's quiet and it's clear. It's very clear. And that peace becomes your presence, stillness, depth, wholeness. Let it shape you. Let it reshape you. Let the emptiness be your teacher. If you're in this stage right now, stop reaching, stop resisting. Be still. Be empty. Let go. Let go. The mind may panic because it wants to cling. It wants to cling to something because this feeling of emptiness, it's new. So it wants to cling. So it will bring back things you used to do to make you feel good. Try to preoccupy your time with that, but all motivation is gone and you're just there. Surrender to it. If you surrender, everything you need will find you. Thank you for sitting with me today again. And if it resonates and you want to share a little of your journey on this topic here in the comments, please do. And if nothing else, drop a heart emoji because it's love. And it's only love that carries us through. So let us grow through it together. Thank you for sitting with me. Thank you.